Hi. So let me revisit the training and testing, all right, that we talked about in the earlier video. All right, so let me share my screen now. All right, so in the last video, I talked about this application, all right, and we have already trained the model and we have tested it. Now, what do we have here? We have the actual data that we have split into training and testing data, all right, and after that, we got some parameters, all right, some performance parameters, or after the training and testing. Okay, now let me go into a bit of what exactly do we mean by training and testing. Okay, now in this original data, we say the test size is 0.25. What does that mean? It means that I take my whole data and I split it such that in this case, 25% is set for testing and 75% is used for training. All right. So you have to understand that this 25% of data that we set aside for testing has not, the model has not seen this data before. All right. So what am I doing now? When I am testing with the test data and then I have a predicted value. So what is this predicted value? What is this test value? Okay. So let me try to give you a visual interpretation of that. All right. Now, again, this is the data for the linear regression model. All right. So over here, all right, what we have is the actual data. So this is the square feet and this is the price. All right. Now let me give you some numbers so you have some idea of what we're talking about. Okay. So out of all the data, as we said, 75% is for training. All right. And 25% is left for test data. All right. So let's assume that these data points, let's say maybe 100, okay, 120, 130, 140. Okay, these are all values where they were used for training. Okay, and this X value 110 was used for testing. All right, now for each of these X values that we use for training, we know the Y value, correct? So for each of this, maybe there is some corresponding Y. So let me put it here. All right, maybe 120 here. Okay, 130 be here and 140 is maybe here. Okay, so I'm just giving you some values, and from this we have already generated, okay, some linear regression line. Okay, so this is your y equals to mx plus c, which are the two parameters that we have already generated from the model. Okay, so we have this linear regression line. Okay, and what we are doing now is this line was generated using this test training data. All right, and now what we want to do is we want to know how good this line is when I give it my test data. Okay, this test data is something that the model has not seen before. All right, so when I give it a test data, for example, x is 110, this will correspond to some point here. Okay, so maybe this will correspond to, so let me give you maybe something like this, maybe some point here. Okay, and this has a corresponding y value. All right, so let's assume that the actual y value that corresponds to this, let's just put it as 520. Okay, let's give some number. All right, now this is the actual, okay, this is the x test value and this is the y test. All right, x test and y test. But now, all right, I have trained the model, which means that when I give the model this x test value, the y result that I get is actually this. Okay, it's actually this. So the y value that I will get will correspond to this. So this is the y result. Okay, the actual result based on this x value now. Because the relationship between this x test and y test was available only in the original data. Okay, but now I've trained the model, and from the model, okay, I get this new line. So when I give it a new data, x test, I'll get the result based on the model, which is a line. Okay, and with that, I'm now able to compute what exactly is the difference. So maybe this is, let's say, 505. So there is a difference between the actual test value output and the result from my model. Okay, so this is what we are doing when we say that we are taking the data, splitting it between training and testing, and then getting some performance metrics. Okay, so now when I come back to my code, what am I doing? I'm taking my y test value and coming up with the y predicted value. So this is the predicted value, okay, from this. Okay, so maybe what I will put here is the same name. So this is actually the y predicted value. Why we say is predicted value? Because it is predicted from the model. It's predicted from the model. Okay, so the error, okay, this sort of performance metrics that I'm computing are based on this, correct? How different is the predicted value from the actual value? Okay, so that is how I get these uh, values over here, or this metrics over here, which tells us how good this model is, okay, based on my split between the training and testing data. Okay, so I hope now you have a better idea how to relate this code here, all right, with the performance metrics that you get. All right, so thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.